Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Z-Bud Grows. So today we're gonna go through a little tour through it. There's no work or nothing. So last video I showed you guys. So you've seen how I transplant, you've seen how I amend my soil, and I also gave you the tour of the grow. So now let's get into it and check out the plants and discuss what we have going on in here. Alright, so first up, this box is 18 and 6. So first up we have a Mars Hydro TS1000 for 150 watts, which is our auto light section. So we have our two autos we planted the other day. This was the bags that we made up. This is grape gas from Royal Queen Seeds. So she popped up last night. And this one is coming up now. So I imagine by tomorrow she should be up and that shell should be gone. So we're off and running with them. Now some of you might wonder why I didn't fill these bags all the way up with soil. Well, the reason why is so they get one more feed in, right? So what I like to do with the autos, is I leave a gallon out. So now when I go to top feed again, they're only other type top feed, and what I'll do is I'll take this same soil out of the bag. So I'll have the Fox Farm, we'll put worm castings in it, and we'll add the amendments to that soil. We'll mix it all up, and then we'll fill this bag up. The reason I like to do that is to try to get, try to keep the newts from floating up to the top. So if I just top dress it in water, a lot of the times the newts just stay up on the top, which is, I guess, not bad for photos. I never had a problem with the photos, so, but I figured with the autos, we're gonna do it the way I said. We'll take the extra, keep a gallon out, wait till it's next top feed in, and then we'll add that with the newts mixed into it and worm castings, blah, blah, blah. So there is the autos. Those, once again, are grape gas from Royal Queen Seed. All right, next, under the VivoSun 600 watt metal highlight is our next run for flower. So the four corners are chud crossed with wedding cake. Those I won over on P Gutter. Go check them out. Great grower. That's at P Gutter. All right, and the middle one is a Devil Driver. Middle's that show. Devil Driver is a clone. She was going through a re-veg, or she went through a re-veg, and then the chud cross with wedding cakes are seedlings. So we did all our training. We are. It's what up? What's today? Today is Thursday. So Tuesday, Wednesday. We are day 3 of week 5 over here with these girls. So my first 4 weeks, I like to do all my training, all my topping. Everything gets done in the first 4 weeks. Last 4 weeks, we just let them stretch up and fill up. So all the pea gutters, ashes. Let me turn this off. So all the pea gutters are all topped out to 32 tops. All right, so they will grow up to have 32 main branches. So boom, boom, boom. So basically, we're gonna let these girls all just grow up, you know, catch a couple notes in there, and then we're gonna put a scrog on top of them, which are my little homemade scrogs I made, which then these will get placed over them. And yeah, and we'll have 32 branches in here. And so, and you're probably wondering, the scrog is probably like, well, how are you gonna get 32 branches in a scrog? So it's not going to be all in the middle. So what I plan on doing is 16 branches in the center of the circle, and then we're gonna let 16 branches go on the outside of the circle. And then if we need to, I have clips to hold them onto the, oops, sorry, I'm trying to do this with it. Clips to hold onto those screws right there. But yeah, these will pop in, pop the legs down, and that's what we're gonna be like. So, like I said, we'll fill up all these 16 branches, whatever it is, 18, whatever it is, and then rest of them we'll push to the outside and let them curve up. But yeah, so each one of them has 32 tops. All right, and so all the training's done on them. There's no LST left on, no more topping, most likely no super cropping, because we're gonna have them under here. So, and then here we go, the double driver. And as you can see, we've has her trained out with a whole bunch of tops. And I was gonna up-plant her to a 5-gallon, but I think we're just gonna leave her in there. So, yeah, so this will be, put this away for a minute. This will be the next flower run. All right, so that is those girls. Up here, our moms. So, and let's see how we can do this here so it's easier to show you guys. All right, so first one here is, which we had to put her back into re-veg. As you can see, this is our lava cake crossed with Granddaddy Pert mom. This over here is our kosher buffalo from Masonic Seeds. This girl right here is our firecracker from Masonic Seeds. And the one I'm super excited about back here is our Cinco de Mayo, or Cinco de Mayo, or Cinco de Mayo, however you want to say it. And that is from New England Genetics. That's from seeds that I won on his channel. So New England Genetics or Green Leaf Grower. Those are his seeds. All right, and then down the middle here, we didn't germinate, we just popped the seed straight in, and that is going to be our OG Kush, which was our freebie from Royal Queen Seed. So if she pops and comes up, she will be another mom. So we're trying to get 6 moms in here. And I have, hopefully, I believe there's, I am getting the next, I have something that's coming that I'm super excited about, which will be mom number 6, which I think is gonna be my favorite one of all. But yeah, so that's what we got going on here. This here is another seed I just dropped in. It was a bag seed, and that is, I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look. I don't think it's gonna pop, but what the hell, why not? Let me see. Yeah, so those are the plants. So we got our moms chilling up there. We have our next run for flower and veg down there. And we have our autos going on down there. All right, what time is it? Let's see if the girls, no, not awake yet. It's gotta be pretty close though. Oh yeah, they are awake in 3 minutes. So give me 1 sec. I'm gonna get this all opened up. All right, let's take a peek over here while the lights are off. All right, so this is our Devil Driver. This is leftover from last year. So I didn't do the best on her, but we'll check it out when the lights come on. But for now, let's see if we can get some. Oh, sorry, that didn't work. Alright, maybe not. Let's back it back up. Sorry, folks. Well, as you can see, they definitely have trichomes going on. So we are day 3 of week 6. I believe is the count on this one. So, yeah, I kind of messed her up a little bit. So anyways, I got Stash Blend and I practiced with her and I screwed up and gave her too much. I tried a couple new nutrient stuffs on there. I also added, what did I add? I added lime to the soil, which halfway through the grow, which I probably should have done. I'm not sure. But anyways, I don't know if it's the plant or if it's me, but these are not very big buds at all. I mean, we still might be have to go through the bulking phase, but so hopefully they'll fatten up. But I tell you what, the smell, it smells just like, I don't know if you ever had blueberry cereal, but this stuff smells exactly like blueberry cereal. So right now we are sitting at 47 and 64. Oh, there she goes. Good morning, ladies. Alright, might as well finish off with her. So once again, this is the Devil Driver. It was a bag seed. The scrog net on here, the scrog ring on here I put on is 2 feet in diameter. Let's see. There we go. So she's got lots of trichomes. And actually, I'm wrong. This is day 3 in week 7, I believe. God damn, I'd have to check it again. No, I'm incorrect. Day 3, week 6. That's it. Because it has one more flower. It still gets one more flower fuel boost. But the good thing is I might have did a little too much and stunted her growth a little bit. Plus we were rearranging the grow and adjusting everything. So I might have played a little too much with her and kind of slowed her down, or she'll fatten up in the next week or two. I think she's 9 to 10 weeks or around 10 weeks. We'll see. But the good thing is we have her baby right there, so I get a second chance at it. All right, so that's what's happening with the Devil Driver. That is her frame underneath. Alright, let's move on now. Let's get over to there. Okay, so in here, these are the leftover plants from when we searched for the moms. These are all females. I'm not going to throw them away, obviously, and I got room, so we're going to flower them up. I need the bud. Alright, so, but we're going to start right here. These 4 are bag seeds is Flower Bomb Kush. My brother got me a clone last year. It was in the 6-pack of variety. I don't know if you've been following. It was a while ago when I first started the channel. Anyways, I pushed her a little too hard, and she self-pollinated herself, and she popped out 5 seeds. Out of those 5 seeds, I germinated them, and these 4 came out. Their leaves are weird to me. If you, I'll explain again. They seem like they're waterlogged. They look like they're waterlogged, and for sure they're not. And it's been like when she first started coming out from seed, the leaves were horrible looking. They look like a bunch of lettuce hanging on a stick. But anyways, that's what we got to here. So as you can see, let's pull this one out. So she's been topped. So we have that, and then she got this side branch, and she got this side branch. I'm guessing is that I must no, it didn't even grow a side branch over here. These said that hey, bag seeds, mutations. So she didn't even grab that branch there. She didn't grow one on that side. But as you can see, she got a little one over here. But she's doing good. Her leaves are hanging right now because obviously you guys just seen the lights came on, so she's just gonna be waking up. So that's one Flower Bomb Kush. These are all the Flower Bomb Kushes. So these were 2-week seedlings, straight 12-12 from there. We'll do a little cleanup. I had some cleaning up to do. Take a couple leaves off. Not gonna do too much on them. This is the other one. So she was topped, but she only grew. Yeah, here's up. No. Oh yeah, she was topped, but her other one only grew to here. It's only right there. So this one still took over. That's all right. But we got some tops going on. All right, and this one really came out mutated. This one came out. I did no topping at all on this. Well, no, I topped up here and here to spread up to here. But when it came out, that's how it came out of the ground. There's no topping done there. She came out just like that with 3 heads. Very cool mutation, I think. So, and then we did topper from there on. If I can get in there. Trying to show you guys inside, but anyways, yeah, we did topper. So she was topped. Oh look, even after I topped her here, she grew another 3. I just noticed that. What about this one? No, that one grew 2, and that one grew 2. Huh, yeah, look at that one. That one grew 3. I wonder which post that is. That is this one. This one here grew 3. Yeah, mutations, but they're nice and healthy. So once again, bag seeds, Flower Bomb Kush. All right, next, let's pull her over here. This is, I call these my sampler plants back here. So we get to sample them before we actually run their moms, and we do. So example is, this girl here is the Kosher Buffalo from Masonic Seeds. So off the mom, we're gonna end up, so from one plant, if this was the mom, we're gonna chop her up into 8 clones, and then we're gonna set her on a tray with 8 1-gallons. So that would be her flavor. And then say this is our Cinco de Mayo sample plant. So we got her mom over there. So when her mom grows up, we cut all her clones off, and she'll get 8 on a tray, and so forth and so forth. You know, that's the firecracker. All those back there are firecrackers. So, all right, let's check some things out though first. We'll go and get looking things. All right, so here, beautiful. No top in here. I don't know if it's called feminine. I'm not sure. But all I kept doing was every time we grew big leaves here, I just kept taking them off. Once a week, I'd pluck just on the main cola. I would take off these top leaves, and it would slow down and let other branches come up. And as you can see, the two side branches came right up to her. So Kosher Buffalo is a Kush strand too, I believe. But it's very beautiful. So, alright. Next. Now, she's been topped a bunch of times. She got trained because I was going to keep both these Cinco de Mayos over in veg. And so I started out, once I found out, we started cutting it, and I topped her out a bunch of times, but now I threw her back in here so we can get a sample. So she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I had her trained like the other mom plants in there. So she's out to 16 tops. She's stretched. And I'm too rough with my super crop, and I need to stop super cropping because I screw these things up every time I super crop. I always break that outer skin. Maybe because my plants are so young. Let's see. I mean, she all healed up. That was a while ago, but I gotta learn how to super crop better. I think I'm just, I don't know. I just put too much power into it. I don't know. I think I'm going easy, but I guess I'm not. All right. So, Cinco de Mayo, and this is New England Genetics Green Leaves Grower. Check him out. He's on YouTube or Instagram. All right. So that's the sample plant for her. All right. So, well, here, let's get these off the tray so we can just talk about the back tray. All right, back here, these are all firecrackers from Masonic Seeds. So out of his packs of seeds I've grown so far, this pack, these firecrackers are was the most successful pack. So we have we dropped 12 seeds, 10 of them germed, and out of those 10, 3 of them were males, 7 were females. So there's 6, and I took the best one back to the mom. So we had some runs. This was a run. This was a run. And these 4 right here were runs, but it kind of looks like they're coming out of it a little bit. Once again, no topping on those. We just did pull the top leaves off. Keep pulling them off till they come up, and reach in here and give you an over scan. All right, so I'll switch these plants around on accident. Let me put this back. And put this back. I'm gonna grab these 2 to talk to you about. Take her out and pull her out. All right, let's talk about these 2 girls. All right, so if you look back to the last video, the video where I was showing you guys the new setup and how things are changing up to the new channel. These 2 plants, if you go back to that video, you'll notice these 2 plants were sitting just like this way. This was on the left, this was on the right, on that, in the back section back there. Well, because we are changing out to these 1-gallon pots, a couple things I wanted to try. So I want to see what happens. It's easier to see if there's not another plant in the way. So I wanted to see what happens if we don't do no top and no training, except for, like I said, keep taking these leaves off every week. Boom, boom. And she came out. This girl come out beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Which makes me super stoked because the mom was better than her. Obviously, the moms have been chopped down from what they used to look like because they are a mom, and we're going to just train them out for their clones, and that's that. But she is a beautiful plant right here. All right, so that was that. Okay, so that's the option. We are trying to like I said, we're trying to change out to these trays. We're trying to change out to the 1 gallon pots and 8 per tray. So we're trying to get, the goal is, and I don't know if it's possible, but I'm gonna try for it, and I got all year. I'll set it by the end of the year. I would like to get 1 ounce per gallon pot. So that's 1 ounce of plant. Don't know if it's gonna happen or not. So with that said, not sure if I want to just let them grow like this as a little bush, you know, and let these happen, just let that happen, or do I want to do this, just grow 1 single bud, maybe a little 2 little side ones here, but grow 1 main cola and see if we can, what we can do with that. So basically with this run here, this is the test with these girls, is to see what is the result, how much we get here and how much we get here. Because this plant was like her, she might not have had such long arms all the way up, but she was good. And we took, as you can see, we took them off here and here. Okay, and so we're gonna see what the results is. Is it better to concentrate all her power into the 1 stalk and just come right up? Or is it better to just leave everything alone and let her go and just keep taking the tops? I don't know, we're gonna find out. So this, I do not consider my first run of 2025. This over here, my first run of 2025. My first photos of 2025. My first autos of 2025. Sorry, I put you on pause while I sneezed. All right, so these were all, like I said, these were from the leftover from the pheno hunt. Those were bag seeds. I just wanted to see what happened. And that double driver, we played with different newts and stuff all through the grow. So, you know, plus moving time and rearranging the grow, I think I might have stunted her a little bit, slowed her growth down a little bit. But once again, just the project we have, the one we're doing my way, my 2025 way that I have learned over the past 2 years now. So I don't consider these my first run for 2025. These were last year's, kicked over to now. So that is what's going on. And in the box we have 4 Myers Hydro TS1000, 150 watts each for a total of 650. We do have the humidifier down there. It's a Digi one. I don't have it on right now. As you see, it didn't need it. We have our rotating fan that's off because if I have it on, then all the dog hair gets sucked in. So I have to shut it off when I come into here. Do not have an exhaust system yet or inline fan yet. So I do have an exhaust system. I basically took my 2 6-inches and popped them up there. So, all right, everybody. I think that's enough time. I have explained to you and gave you the names of all the plants that we are doing in the runs. So, our moms, our next flower official 2025, and our autos. And I'm clearing out last year's grow. All right, everybody. This is Z Bud Grows saying thank you and much appreciation for all you followers and subscribers, all the thumbs ups, the likes, all the comments especially. I enjoy it. It's a blast. It's, I'm having fun with this. That's what it's about. The connection. I'm not here to battle with nobody or, you know what I mean. Shape. Show muscles. I'm bigger than you, and mine's bigger and better than yours. And listen, I'm not here to do all that, dude. It's an art form, and if you know anything about art comes in many shapes, sizes, and looks, and appeals, and it's art, bro. To each their own. You want a swazi. You want to, grow one cola, grow one cola. You want to grow a bunch of little ones, grow a bunch of little ones. You want to grow nothing but a giant plant, grow a giant plant. You want to veg for 4 months, veg for 4 months. You want to veg for 30 days, veg for 30 days. Whatever, dude. It's an art, man. So listen, guys. Don't let nobody beat you up and make you think you're doing something wrong. Keep it up, guys. All right, if you're new here, like and subscribe. We got a bunch going on. I appreciate it. All right, everybody. Till next time. This is Z Bud. Happy growing. Let's go. 2025. Peace.